Welcome back to Indian Trace. I'm never sure exactly which picture I'll use for a profile picture, which sometimes gains, somebody's interest, so they'll at least listen, so that they'll at least tune into the video. Now, there's going to be some fantastic artifacts in this video. I had an idea, and the title to this video will very well be Mission Critical Tools. Mission critical tools. And you're about to see why. There's just 5 small groups here. But I went ahead and gathered up what I believe is a good sample of what I call mission critical tools. And I'll have a little bit of a discussion because when the men and women that needed these tools were alive, the North American Indian. Now this is nothing historic. This is nothing that has to do with Sioux or Navajo or Pawnee or Mohawk or Iroquois or Cherokee. Nothing that has to do with them has to do with any one of these groups. Now, the bloodline can be related. And as we take a look at these groups, it'll probably be a 2-part series. Love vital tools. The bloodline, though, and I do want to share this thought and understanding, could be related in some aspects, although the bloodline was completely fragmented, probably twice through 2 major pandemic onslaughts of disease which decimated the North American Indian exclusively. From North Carolina to California, hurt them. So, I'm not sure. I think I'll go ahead with these great stones, mission critical stones up here first. But I do know this, when I say mission critical tools, life demanded tools of these people. And these were the Stone Age people. And this was an awesome module. If you can imagine, it was round and one of my favorite hammerstones. Life demands tools, at least for human beings and some monkeys. It's true. And probably a few other animals, birds and what have you, I don't know. But I can promise you this, for a human being, life demands tools. And now we're able to pick something up off the ground like this that speaks to us of 4,000 years ago. That's a modest round figure. That is absolutely true. It could be much older. It could be slightly younger. Could be 2,000 years ago. But they used this thing right up. The light's coming in good in here. Mission critical tools. That's one of them. And this is really for... I've had such a great response from a lot of you guys out there that absolutely love artifacts, and it's hurt my feelings sometimes because some of you say, my days for collecting have passed. I don't think I'll get to go out again, and I don't know, that's hurtful, but you got to move forward in life and just do the best you can for people. Look at this piece here. Redstone found in Site 5 at the plateau. Mission critical tool. That's for sure it was. Belonged to somebody. What I love about it is it belonged to a human being who coveted it and used it 3,000 years ago to provide for the needs of their family, to fashion things like you see here in the background. We'll get to that. And other tools that were mission critical tools. My word, right? But this right here, if you could feel it in your own hand, it has a lot more energy. These stones, these hammer stones do. Don't know if I'm getting my focus here. It's focusing on the background, I can see that. Sorry about that. It's not cooperating with me. There we go. I have to move slower. It's crazy, right? I like that it takes off the main color of the stone. You can see how used it was. Just a tool in their house. I've got a toolbox. I know how important mission critical tools are. Look at this one. You've got to love the original patina of the stone and how it was worn off. Multi-tools, very smooth here. Can tell they were probably, this is coming up around early woodland probably. They were probably getting into some grinding of grains and of corn and what have you. Now, some of the other hammerstones that are older was from North American Indian culture that lived almost in the Stone Age almost exclusively on animal textile and knot crops. Break of the century and moving towards the very end of the archaic early woodland, the crops and the understanding of plants and multiplied small-scale agriculture began to happen. The stone could be from that. A lot of wear mark on the top here that's from grinding. Hammerstone use on the edges and in the ends. These are mission critical tools. Appreciate all the support everybody's given. A lot of people jumped up and said, listen, I'll pray for you. It's a storm time, so the company that I'm looking to work for, hopefully, they do a lot for I should say the industry that keeps us all safe through storms. And so they're going to be real busy now as the hurricane sort of angling towards eastern North Carolina. So, I don't worry too much about it. I just believe that I'll be safe and my family will be safe. And but it's a busy time, so I have not heard, and I appreciate your prayers for that new job that I'm looking to serve in. This is a great, and it is as translucent as I think it's appearing to be, as a sort of a jade colored hammerstone found at high rise. Just slight working. Wonder what they were doing there. I've heard you guys make mention, you guys who are nappers, you make a mention of a braiding. I'm not sure what that is. Definite hammerstone work on both ends. One is much finer, seems much more specific in terms of repetition. One seems to be heavier blows, like on this end. So that's interesting. I see that often on stones. These are fantastic stones right here. Look at the colors on this. And then a final, I don't know how many videos I'll have to make, but I have a lot of links that I want to share, and there's a lot going on in the world. This is a crazy time, but you just have to stay, I think, engaged to praying and doing your best every day. Not living too hard in tomorrow, and definitely not living too hard in yesterday. This is an absolute prize hammerstone right here. It's from Site 5. B&B Field, the site right next to Mecca. You can see where they wore off that original round edge of the stone. We don't have any stream that I can find around here, any place. They had to be brought in from a distance or from the mountains or whatever that have cobblestones like you're looking at. Not here, not where I am. It's all mud streams and mud rivers. That's why they call them the Tar River and things like that. It's a fantastic piece, though. You can see how these are definitely mission critical tools, definitely needed. Just can't get over that. That's just a thing of beauty, those. So I'm going to leave it at that, and we'll go on to the next video, and we'll just go ahead with it. Appreciate it, everybody.